In this video, I am going to discuss about computing environments like client server, traditional, web-based and peer-to-peer. Traditional computing means operating using a standalone machine like desktop, laptop or any handheld device, where the machine uses time sharing to process the applications either in a batch or in an interactive mode. In an interactive mode, the user simply log in, run commands that execute immediately and logs off when done with the work. In this, either command line or GUI has been used where GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. Batch processing grabs all similar type of applications or the jobs in a single group to execute them one by one. To process or execute the similar type of jobs, there will not be any need for changing either the processing logic or the electronic circuitry involved, whereas in case of having diversified applications, each one will require some different mechanism for its processing. As depicted here, the four jobs under the category M are of same type, therefore these can be processed using same computer program and database which has been named as A here, whereas in second scenario job 1, 2 and 4 belongs to category N and job 3 belongs to category P, where category N uses database and computer program as B and category P uses database and computer program as C. Jobs under set M do not involve any switching in context of database table and computer program, as these are using same resources, that is database tables, computer program, etc. Whereas in the second scenario here, after processing job 1 and 2 of set N, which access resource type B, a shift is needed at resource type C to process the job 3. And again, a reshifting will be required to process job 4, which uses resource type B. This switching involves time which can be avoided if and when similar type of jobs have been processed at once. For example, consider a payroll system of some company where for all the employees the salary component like basic pay, DA, HRA, medical etc. are same, but have different values due to difference in their designations. Now, to compute the final salary, all the employees can be taken as one big batch, where the computation involves same database tables, logic, and the computer program. Now, if some application for computing the bill related to the procurement of stationery items in the company comes within the payroll system batch, then due to different logic for execution, a different electronic circuitry will get involved, which may uses different computer programs, database tables, etc. and switching to the application of procurement and shifting back to the payroll application consumes extra CPU cycles that may otherwise be used by payroll application only. Therefore, processing the related jobs in a batch is faster as compared to the scenario of taking the variety of jobs in a group for their execution. Next is client-server architecture. In this architecture, the client and server both are computer machines. This may be possible of having two machines with same configuration where one will act as a client and another one act as a server. But usually the configuration of server machine is taken high as compared to client. This system is based on request and response, where client sends a request to the server and server responds with the desired information. Here, server is a central node that services many client nodes, and no client node communicate with each other independently. Client can also interact with the server machine over an internet connection. Example of the client server system over internet is a website, or you may say a web server. Basically, web server is a machine where web content get hosted or uploaded. For example, Facebook, Twitter, NY Times. These all are the websites, or you may say web servers. One can access these web servers using laptop, tablets or smartphones, which act as a client machine here. Client sends a request and specific data will get populated accordingly. Next is peer-to-peer computing, and also known as P2P as short form. P2P is like a group of friends and connectivity among them, where all are considered equal and no one is taken as superior over another. P2P doesn't use any central server for processing the request, and all the machines here can directly interact with each other. Nodes in P2P can act as both client as well as server. Nodes in P2P can store their data privately using individual security, but also share the selected data publicly with all other nodes in the peer network. For example, BitTorrent, eDonkey and Gnutella are the file sharing systems, or you can say file sharing network, that uses P2P for sharing the data.